In Snow White and the Huntsman, the Mills film department produced the Mirror Man sequence. When the Queen is asking the mirror who's the fairest of them all, the mirror melts out of the wall and forms itself into a Mirror Man. The initial brief was to form a solid metal character, but to never quite be sure whether he was liquid metal or solid. So the Mirror Man work splits into sort of three distinct stages. There's the emission from the mirror on the wall, then there's the formation out of the liquid mass on the floor into Mirror Man, and then there's the Mirror Man performance as the evil Queen and the Mirror Man have a conversation. Cedric, Nicholas Troyan and Phil Brennan, who were the visual effects supervisors, were really aware that he was going to be full CG, in your face, in a performance, taking up a large area of the screen so that there would be nowhere to hide. When we initially started to do R&D on the Mirror Man, we thought it would be a good idea to do a studio shoot, testing to see how liquid looked at high speed, being poured upside down over dummies to see how it interacted and see what fluids looked like for real before we sat down and started on the computer. It became clear that fluid was definitely not going to be the way to go because it was quite hard to make that controllable and elegant, and instead we opted for a cloth solution. Production provided us with a 3D scan of the environment and we did a spare-on shoot on the set. We reconstructed the environment in 3D. The IBL and lights were separated so we could position candles or fire where needed. The plan was to use a reflective prop on the set with an Epic Red camera inside to capture Charlize Theron's performance. The Queen was reflected in 2D using UV normals and point position in world space so we could control the look of her. Physical reflection would have made her almost invisible and horrible, but the Mirror Man existed only in her mind, so reflections had to be cheated. One of the things I really like about Mirror Man is it's as much about Charlize Theron's performance as Ravenna as it is about the Mirror Man. Really what you're looking at is her reflection of her performance in the Mirror Man. Mirror Man was a very technically challenging sequence to create. It's one of those visual effects sequences that when you sit down to start, nobody's 100% sure of what it's going to look like as the sort of journey of creativity to be done on your way to making it. And we're all very proud of what we've achieved in making Mirror Man and being part of such an iconic sequence.